Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor. Today we've got the DM Commuter fuel economy test on the 2024 Kawasaki Eliminator. This is a 451cc entry-level lightweight cruiser motorcycle that shares an engine with the Ninja 500 and the Z500. These were all bikes that are just barely bored out to justify calling them 500cc. But what you really need to know is that they make a good amount of power for anyone looking for a casual and exciting lightweight entry-level-ish sort of motorcycle. We've tested the Z500 and the Ninja 500 both in this fuel economy test and in full reviews, so check the link below if you'd like to see those. In fact, we even have a comparison video of all three motorcycles if you want to try to decide whether you want the cruiser lifestyle, the sport bike lifestyle, or the naked bike lifestyle. But I'm expecting this bike to do similarly to all of those in terms of fuel economy. So in order to test that out, we're going to head out on our patented Daily Motor fuel economy test. It's going to consist of slower speed, kind of city type riding, middle speed, more like backroad style riding, some high performance riding up and down the canyons, and then some highway. It's going to be about 45 miles long, and I'm going to ride as though you might be commuting into work. So I'm not going to be blasting it off every single stoplight, and I'm not going to be speeding super fast or anything, but I'm going to keep it within about 5 miles per hour of posted speed limits, and I'm going to ride comfortably. I'm going to get up to speed as you might, kind of just waking up, heading into the office in the morning. This is also a good opportunity for me to get acclimated with the bike in a lot of different situations. Some ride reviews you might see, they just have kind of hopped on the bike and rode it for an hour or two and then gave you their thoughts. But by doing this standardized route, and riding it in a lot of different situations and kind of being forced to ride it, if you will, I learned more about the bike. And there's a lot to learn about this Eliminator. So far, initial impressions, I don't quite like it as much as the Ninja and the Z, but I'm approaching this test with an open mind, and we're gonna hop on and get started. This model you're looking at here, just under $7,000 if I remember correctly. We've got ABS, we've got some cool paint. I must admit, it does look pretty darn cool. And it's a warm day today, so I'm going to appreciate not having any sort of windshield, just letting that air flow on me. A few other things to note for today: outside temperature is about 83 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to cool off a little bit as we get toward the coast. Tire pressures have been set to their placard 29 psi front and 32 psi rear, and that's cold. And yeah, I think that's about it. So without any further ado, I'm going to don the helmet and get going. In the meantime, enjoy this time lapse of the entire ride. Back from the highway test, and I gotta say, I was more comfortable on the Eliminator than I expected to be. At first, my seating position was a little bit strange. I'm definitely a little bit more hunched over at the upper back than I am on something like the Ninja or the Z, But even after an hour and a half in the saddle, it was a fine place to be. The bike's got a nice combination between a substantial but not too wide, and it's so light, and the clutch is so easy, the motor's so easy that it was a pretty good bike to ride around for this commuter style ride. Now that being said, it's still not the most exciting, and being a cruiser style bike, I would prefer to have more low-end grunt to kind of rumble around town and not have to ring it out just in order to get up to speed with gusto. But the bike does its job, and it does it pretty well. Everyone, quick shout out to Chester, making another video cameo. Mr. Kitty. So we ended up doing 42.9 miles on our revised route here at our new location. Even though the route is new, it's still pretty darn similar to the last one. A lot of the same roads and just about the same distance and type of riding. After traveling those 42.9 miles divided by the 0.765 gallons of fuel that we put in, we're getting 56 miles per gallon here for the Kawasaki Eliminator. Right about what I expected, right in line with its other 451cc siblings, and a pretty decent result for this type of bike. Now under here is a 3.4 gallon fuel tank, so 3.4 gallons times that 56 miles per gallon is giving you an effective real-world cruising range of about 190 miles on the 2024 Kawasaki Eliminator 500. So what do you think? Is this a good bike for commuting? I think if you threw a few saddlebags on the back, I mean, you can definitely tell where they would go. Got some auxiliary kind of accessory places right there. I'm sure they've got some bags for you. You could definitely cruise around on it. It's very easy to ride and kind of looks cool, but I don't know. Let me know if you'd get this or something else in this class. And keep an eye out for the full review. And we've also got the comparison with the other Kawasaki 500s. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, ride on.